Some point. Okay, live. So, evening everyone. This is Raul and Shafiq for our client meeting on TakeMeAway project. How are you doing, Shafiq?
It's fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Been busy a little bit. I'm just going to share my screen now, and yeah, we're gonna. So we have one problem right now with the payment that you wanted us to use. So we did a bit of digging on the Isotool thingy, and it seems like they don't provide an API for web platforms at the moment. They only have an SDK for iOS, which are mobile application or Android. So we're not. It's gonna be a bit like I don't think we're gonna be able at this time to make use of them for the website really. So
Mhm.
we might have to look at another alternative to handle payments on the website. And so what Sampriti did is he went around and checked other payment solutions, and according to him, I can find the discussion we had the other day. He says that Sprite at the moment, I mean Stripe is the cheapest at the moment. I'm on the wrong channel. Um, okay. So what he was saying is that most of them charge about 2.9% plus something else on every transaction. Okay. But
Mhm.
then the difference with Stripe is that they don't charge they don't charge you when you have to do refunds or things like that. And he also mentioned that Isotool is more of a physical card processor than an online thingy. So unless they have future plans of implementing a web thingy, I don't think we can use them for the application we're building right now.
Yeah.
So
How about PayPal?
PayPal. Okay, I didn't personally look into PayPal or any of those. I guess we could probably quickly have a look now and see what they offer. Um, okay, so web payments, more about that. Okay. Do, do, Okay, where do you tell us more about the fees? Okay,
Maybe we can search fee for PayPal.
yeah, I think there it is. So online purchases, when you pay, it's free. When you get paid, which is our case right now, so it's gonna be 2.4 to 3.4% plus 30 cent USD.
Okay. So they are quite, all of them are quite expensive actually.
Yeah, looks that way. Additional fee may apply for payments. Let's see that. Okay. User agreement details. Personal payments. So let's check this. So if you do monthly sales of about from 0 to 3,000 USD, they
Mm-hmm.
charge you 3.4% plus 30 cents.
Plus, how much?
That's a lot, I think. Per transaction, they will charge you 3.4% of the transaction
Okay.
plus 30 cents US dollars.
Is it for each transaction 30 cents or is it
Yeah,
for in total?
that's price per transaction.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
So if we go over to Stripe,
Yeah.
mm, okay, pricing. All right, so it's 2.9% per successful charge plus 30 cents.
So it's actually, is it more than the PayPal we just see?
Okay, so PayPal has a breakdown of with different range of cells. Um, Stripe doesn't seem to do that type of breakdown. It seems like they only have a flat percentage of 2.9% plus 30 cent. So
It says processing more than 80,000 per month.
or less based on the volume. Processing more than 80,000 per month. Okay, then you need to send them an email and then they will give you
Different price range. Yeah.
price
Okay.
rate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the technical question, the system you are building up right now, how easy it will be if we, in case if we want to change this payment system in the future? Will it be possible to do that?
One thing I know is integrating with something like PayPal shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
As much as with Stripe, it's quite an easy thing to do. We went over some of the technicalities and in implementing it for Stripe. It's quite simple to do, so it shouldn't be a hassle to change it later on. Maybe if you want to move from Stripe to PayPal or to any other service that you see, depend the service has an easy, I mean, a quite API that we can easily implement on the application. Yeah. But it shouldn't be for PayPal. Because what usually happens with most website I've been to is that when you make a payment you to the PayPal website where the client has to log in with the details and then enter their cart details and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Once the payment is successful, they go back to the application,
You are
like
breaking
to
up.
the transaction.
Yep.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
So what I was saying is that with most of these web, we don't store any about the user's card or whatever on the website on the application.
Mm-hmm.
When they have to make a payment, they are usually redirected to either, well, if you're using PayPal, for instance, you'll be redirected to PayPal, and
Mm-hmm.
you make the payment PayPal website, and then you the payment, you're then redirected back to the application for confirmation and everything. Also, that we developer have to do is make sure that we communicate that the application can communicate with the payment API to recode successful transactions and then do further processing on internal application. If you know what I mean. I don't know if that sort of makes sense.
Mm. Yeah, we do have a PayPal company account.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we created it, but we have not used it yet.
Yeah.
Um, so from that sense, it probably will make sense to use PayPal.
Okay.
Uh, but which one is easy to implement from technical point of view?
I personally haven't implemented any of them, but the team seemed to be eager to implement Stripe for the application.
And
They were more gearing toward implementing Stripe.
and why? What is the motivation behind?
Um, Simplicity of implementation and the fact that it's one of the main the well, it's becoming one of the mostly used payment line at the moment. So that's one of the reason why they're gearing toward it.
Okay. But I think
Good reviews of Stripe.
mm, since one of the main target market for us is actually the students, and for students,
Mm-hmm.
is PayPal is a lot more convenient, I think, because
Okay.
most of them have PayPal.
Um, when you say convenient, is it in terms of the way they handle the? If I can just example of, I don't know if I can find that. There was this example that was it this one? Um, just want to quickly show you an example, maybe how what is gonna be the difference between both of them. I don't know,
Mhm.
maybe that can.
What is the main benefit of Stripe apart from being straightforward to implement as a customer? Um, is there any special benefit? Do I need to
For
create
the
an account?
customer, you mean does the customer need to create an account?
Yeah. I mean,
No, I don't think so. They
okay.
don't have to, because what will happen is on the website. Okay, maybe try this. They are presented a form where they need to enter their card details. All they need to enter is the number, CCV, and everything, and they just proceed. They don't need to create an account as a Stripe.
Okay, okay.
But then with PayPal also, you don't need account. Yeah, you also don't need to.
You are breaking up again, Raul.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. I don't know what's happening. Is it in
I
at
don't
problem at
know.
my end?
No, it's maybe my. I've been having a bad connection lately here, so I can't think using Stripe. You
But
have nice example the other day.
what is the address of Stripe? Is it stripe.com?
Yes, Stripe.com. Maybe I should just go to the documentation
It says
and
arriving
check that
soon.
out. Arriving soon.
Is that stripe.com?
Yes. Let me just paste the link now in the chat for you.
Yep. Okay. Oh, it's stripe.com. Sorry.
Right, yes.
And me as a business owner, do I need to have an account there? How to get?
Yes, you will have to as a business owner.
All right, build for
You
developers.
need to create your own account.
Okay. But to set it up for the project we are running, do we need to create a account in their system?
Um, I think when we get to deploy, create an account, go live with the system, we'll have to create an account for the company. But at this stage, I don't think it's necessary for you to have it. Uh, for testing, they should provide us with a sandbox. So you see, if you can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
So yes, of what will happen when somebody, for instance, say pay with a card. Oh come on, I'm freezing now on my site.
So in our web
Okay.
page, when the customer checks out, he or she will get into this.
So they will get,
I can't hear you.
you know,
This Google Hangout is not very smooth.
it's my sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Um, you were saying?
Yeah, what I was saying, in practice, how will it work? From our web page, when the customer wants to check out, he or she
Yeah.
will press this checkout button,
I'll show you.
and
Yes.
what will happen then? They will come to Stripe web page, or
So they will
so.
still be in the web page, and then they will get a form like this. If it comes up now. Oh come on. I don't know what's going on now. It doesn't want to show me that form. Something wrong with my um okay. So we click this. Okay. So you see this the small form that I have now in front of me. They will get something similar to this, where
Oh,
we can ask email, date, CVC, and then yeah, and they just click on the pay button, and then in the background we do all the processing to the link. Uh, when the payment is confirmed with Stripe, system to register whatever we need to.
just let me be clear if I have understood it. Will they have to fill out this email? So many parameters. So
So
email, card
it's
number.
email, and then card number, the expiry date of the card, and the CVC, which are all required for any card transaction that you do online, right?
Okay. Is it possible to make it some kind of scannable or take it by
Mm.
camera? Because
Okay, you mean if they or something like that?
yeah, what I'm up after is that to do this so many things, it takes some time. And I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
is there any shortcut to that? So
Um,
they can only just fill out this CVC number at the end, maybe, for example.
okay. Now, well, remember we operating from a web application, so I'm not quite sure. They could potentially present the card to a camera or something like that, but that's gonna be way too complex, I think.
Oh, okay,
Than just
okay,
entering the card number, just typing the card number in the field and the expiry date and the CVC. I think this is as easy as this can get.
okay. This email address, does it mean that the person has to be registered in the system?
Mm. Already we need our client. I mean, the customer needs to be system.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
But then the email address is in case they want to save their account with Stripe. They in case they want to create an account with Stripe. You see, they have a remember me button here.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
if they still remember me, then they will be redirected to Stripe to create an account, and then the next time they want to make a purchase, they don't have to enter the card details again.
okay, okay, that's good. This is what I was after actually. That if there is an option to remember, because
Yeah,
if it is a recurrent customer, maybe it will be a bit boring to type the card number again and again.
yeah. So, but then the account will be created with Stripe, not with our website. This particular
Ah,
account will be with Stripe,
okay, okay.
where they will save because Stripe needs to, in order for this to work, Stripe needs to save information about their credit card.
Mm-hmm. Which means maybe we should have this comment somewhere in the web page that this information is kept with the service provider, not with the
Not with
company,
us. Not
not
with
with
us.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So just to be clear from the legal perspective, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. So
Yeah. Okay. So how much it will charge? You mentioned 2.9%.
2.9% plus 30 cents per successful transactions.
That's expensive. All right. Well,
Okay, I don't
if
know.
there
I
is
don't know
no,
what volume. I don't know what volume you make per month. Because how much you make per month. Maybe PayPal will be you then. I don't know.
I don't know yet. We will see how it goes.
Mm,
But for this better version and to start get running, I would guess we have to take this cost anyway.
yeah.
So I won't be worried so much about it at this stage.
Hmm.
Rather that I would prefer that it is getting launched as soon as we are ready for it,
Okay.
so that we can tell the people, okay, please try it out, see how it goes, and what are the experiences they have.
Hmm.
I think the best will be to get real customers' feedbacks and then
Yeah.
take it from there.
Okay. Cool. So you happy with we first go ahead with Stripe. You have a run at it, and then
I would suggest that we start with the Stripe, but I really will appreciate if you can keep an option for PayPal
okay.
in the coding.
Okay.
If
In
it's
that
not
case,
gonna,
then I'll see if we can suggest both. I mean, have both ways of payments. I'll see. I'll talk to the team about it and see if that's something we can do right now. But I would say to be realistic with the time we have at hand, I think just one. We can only guarantee to have one of them working at the time.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that sounds understandable.
yeah, eventually we can integrate with a secondary payment system later on. Uh,
Mm,
that's a possibility.
right. What do you think about now we are building up a system for web-based?
Mm-hmm.
How much work do you think it is to take this setup to make it for a iPhone or iPad version? How big
Okay,
step?
so with what we're building right now, we are exposing an API, so it should be fairly simple to communicate from an iPhone, from an iOS application or an Android with our API, just like we're doing right now with the sample website that we're building at the moment. So I don't think it should be a complex thing to implement.
All right. Okay. So, but what kind of expertise will I have to have on board to make that happening?
Well, I think any average mobile developer should know um, how can I say this? interact with an API. So provided that we give them a good documentation on how to operate the API, they should be good to go with this. Really, I
All
don't
right.
think we have much trouble um, implementing this. Yeah, so it should be fairly simple to do, really.
Oh, all right. Sounds good. Yeah.
So
Do you have any other web page where you have done similar thing? Any
you mean any
any
web page that we've done what?
this kind of system, payment system, as an
Um,
example?
like personally, I don't have one that I can show you right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't have one.
Well, that's good. So will be the first one for you.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is gonna be the first one for me.
Yeah. That's great.
But yeah, other than that, I think we managed to do. Um, we've implemented the inventory system, but I think I'll be able to demo that to you um, at the next meeting. I haven't prepared for that, but we've implemented the stock inventory so that we can set the quantity and things per items, double per days.
Okay.
And
That's
yeah,
great. That's great.
and at the moment there, I know Patrick is currently working on the email notifications at the moment.
All
So
right.
yeah,
So which one is
in my,
convenient? Email or SMS?
it's gonna be
Which one?
email for now.
Okay.
Email.
All right.
Yeah. So and I think yeah, we already. I think we should. We are already images from the API, so that also is done. I was busy doing a bit of a work on the front end yesterday, so
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah. One another technical question. As I understand, this web page is kind of static. I won't be able to edit it after it is launched. Is that
No,
is it right?
we're not building for you to upgrade those. You will need a technical person to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of technical person you think would
Um.
would um,
So at the moment we're building this using a framework called AngularJS. So any person with knowledge of Angular should be able to pick this up and build the website. But then again, remember that with the API, whoever who has a little bit of experience in web development and mobile application should be able to build a simple application to talk to the backend server.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Then it's possible to add one or two more pages, blank pages, which I can fill out later. Will that be a possibility?
Sure, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Like we'll have a contact us and probably yeah term.
Probably one page about us.
Yes, I think there was something like that. I just removed it yesterday. Yeah,
Oh,
you could probably have something like that.
mm,
Okay.
all right. And then one thing is that we have menu. Then other thing we also have coupons that people can buy.
Mm-hmm.
That is like a discount coupon. So
Yeah.
if someone buys five, they get one extra free, which
Mm-hmm.
means which we are calling it today 5+1 coupon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and if we want to, if we want our customers to buy those ones,
You mean buy
then
those coupon online?
yes, exactly. So if we can have another page where we show off the coupons, so people
Yeah.
can have the options to buy them.
Okay. Maybe
Um,
we add them as well, sort of like menu items, but then they are coupons in actual fact.
yeah, yeah, something like that, right?
Okay.
But then to follow that up, there is probably a technical issue that I don't
Sorry.
know if it will. There is a technical issue, I think. That is, if a customer buys the coupon,
Mm-hmm.
5 plus 1, for example, which means that he already bought 6 portions, and but he or she will not take or pick up all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
He will or she will consume it one by one.
Okay.
And the question is, how is it possible to track that one as well?
Okay, then maybe that means we need to create the different entities to track that. So when you buy a coupon, we register that in your account so
Mm-hmm.
that whenever you're making a purchase on the website, you can decide whether to pay with your card or use the available coupons that you have saved on your profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a good solution actually. Very clever one.
So okay, we could do something like that then, but I'd say maybe let's discuss about this. I don't know, as soon as we have the final product on this fall,
Yep.
this can be part of something improvements to to the current system we have at the moment.
Mm. Uh, uh, but one thing to confirm that do you think it will be possible in this time frame? If it's not, it's fine. Also, just to have it in your
Um,
mind.
I don't think we'll be able to start working on that right now because we still have a few items to focus on, like the reporting. We need to focus to work on the reporting for you and
Okay.
finish this confirmation as well.
All right.
So yeah,
Yep. Sounds good. Yep.
and it's quite difficult lately to get everyone involved on the project. So
I
the
cannot imagine.
the more we spend time, the more people are starting to, like, getting more busy with other stuff and all that. So we need to see if we can get this going as soon as possible. You know.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I think documentation will be really good because so that I can it will be possible to take it to the next level at some point.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
I really will appreciate documentation.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Sweet. So just to recap, we implement Stripe for now, and
Mhm.
then we will add another. We'll work on integrating PayPal at a later stage, maybe, and then
If the time permits, if the time doesn't permit, it's not a problem.
okay. All right. Cool. Any other preoccupation you have? Any question maybe that I can take?
Yeah, if you go to the front page,
Yeah.
the front page that you are building up now,
Hmm.
and we are creating this Facebook, Twitter, Instagram accounts. And will it be possible to have it somewhere in the page?
So if you look down there, I have a placeholder for your Facebook and Twitter links.
Okay, but that's a link. I
Yes.
was more thinking like to display it in the front page.
What would you like to display in the front page?
The latest things that is happening in Facebook or Twitter
Oh, I
or
see.
or Instagram.
I'll look into that. I'll look
Okay.
into.
Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Great.
Cool stuff. So I think we've covered about most of, unless I forgot something. I think we have almost everything done for now.
Perfect. That's great. It
Okay.
looks really nice. Thank you guys. It's really looking professional.
We're trying our best.
Absolutely. Great.
Awesome.
And so next step, you will activate this submit button, right?
Yes, that's what I'm working on at the moment. I started working on it yesterday.
Mm.
It's quite
Uh,
fun.
can we call it a checkout button maybe instead of
Sure.
submit?
No problem.
Because submit sounds like a student is submitting something.
No, I'll change that. I'll change that.
Okay, that will be great.
Okay.
Yep. Great.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Raul.
Yeah.
So have a nice. Is it morning or afternoon at your place?
Evening. We actually on the same schedule now. Like it's quarter to 9 here.
Ah,
So
okay. We're at the same
same
time,
time. Yeah.
same time zone. That's great.
So
Oh, perfect. So thanks a lot. Then have a nice evening.
all right, you too, eh? I'll probably schedule another meeting for next week where I go over most of the features that we'll have done for this week. Okay.
So when do you tentatively? When do we aim to finish it? This project and launch it?
Okay. So we the last meeting was last week, right? So we said we were gonna work for another 2 weeks or so.
Mm.
Um, I think right now what's left on this is the reporting and what else is done? We need to do reporting. We need to do finish up the email confirmation, and I think once we have those, I think we should be fairly close to a shippable product. I think so.
Okay, that sounds great.
Because that's about all of the main features that we need at the moment. The rest can be improvements to the system later on.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think we start with the skeleton that
Yeah.
works, and
So
the
once
muscle
we
we
have
can.
that, plus yeah, I also forgot payments. Once we have that, we should be good to push it to production.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
Right. Cool. You have a good evening, Shafiq. We'll
Yeah,
be in touch.
same to you, Raul. Have a nice evening. Yeah,
Yeah.
bye for now.